ready, go. Alright, so that is Hold On by the Alabama Shakes. That one came in by request. I put it to the front of the queue because listening to it, I was like, this will be super cool to play in ukulele, and it is. Alright, so two parts of the song, a verse and a chorus. There's really two guitars in the song, but I'm just comping both parts together. So I'll show you a little bit of the individual notes that I'm playing and then how I'm playing them as chords. So in the verse, it's pretty simple. There are only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 melody notes in there. So it starts with the 7th fret of the first string, which is E. Then it goes to the open first string, which is A. 3rd fret of the first string, 3rd fret of the first string, which is C. So E, open A, 3rd fret C. The only other note is the G note, which I'm going to play at the 3rd fret of string number 2. You can also play that G note on the open 4th string, but I'm going to use the fretted note here. So I'm going to go E, A, C, A, G, A, C, 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 A. Those are my notes. Or first string, 7th fret, open 3, open 3rd fret of the 2nd string, open 3 on the 1st string. All right, rhythm-wise, it's kind of like it goes 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. Now, to make it sound more full, like I'm comping two guitar parts, I'm just going to put the rest of the C chord with it, which includes the open 4th string, open 3rd string, and open 2nd string. Except for when I hit this G note, of course. All right, so same rhythm, and I'm just going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. Simple enough, right? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. I had a little hesitation there, so let's do it one more time. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, E, and. Sorry if I'm hesitating because I kind of play it with some dead notes in there, so I'll show you how that's done as well. The dead notes, when they come in, there's kind of wickies, 16th notes, where there's normally rest. So I go 1, 2 E, and 3, 4 E, and 1, 2 E, and 3, and I'm going to put a dead note here, E, and. So 1, 2 E, and 3, 4 E, and 1, 2 E, and 3, E, and. 1, 2 E, and 3, 4 E, and 1, 2 E, and 3, E, and. 3, 3, E, and. It's hard to talk it and do it at the same time. 3, E, and. All right, so one added touch that I'll throw in there too is whenever I'm highlighting that G melody note and I'm strumming, I'm going to kind of use that finger to deaden out the first string because I don't want that open A note to take over the melody. So I just want it kind of speaking only up to that G note. Right? You'll hear that note drop off. All right, so practice that up. We'll do a little play along at the end too. Now in the chorus line, this is a fun part. So there's going to be some hammer-ons in here. So the notes I'm playing for that funky hammer-on part is just G, A, and C. So I'm going to use the second string, 3rd fret to the 5th fret, 3rd fret on the 1st string. So G, A, C. Now I'm going to hammer on G to A to the C. I'm going to kind of use a bar to play both the 3rd fret of string 2 and string 1. And the pattern is going to do a G hammer A to C twice, and then a G hammer to A, and that is one pattern. So it's 16th notes, and it's 1E and 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a, or it's hammer C, G hammer C, G hammer, G to A, C, G to A, C, G to A. Right, I'm going to play that pattern twice for a full measure. Okay, practice that up before moving on to the next part, because in the next measure I'm just going to go 1E and a 2E. Then I'm going to do a double stop slide. And it's going to do that 4 times. It's going to have some kind of fill to it. So it's going to have a full measure of 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a second measure, 1E and a 2E and. And my first double stop slide is going to be based off of a D minor. So I'm going to have a D note, 2nd fret of string 3, and I'm going to have an F note, 1st fret of string 2. I'm going to hit them both together and then slide everything up 2 frets. So I'm at fret 4 and fret 3. So it's a D to an E minor shape. D minor 3rd, E minor 3rd. Now I might throw the G string in with it. So I'll go. I'll hit it again at the end. And then the second time through, that slide is going to be a slide up and back. So I'm going to play that D minor 3rd up to the E minor 3rd. So 2nd fret, 1st fret, slide to fret 4 and fret 3. Come right back down, not with the slide, but just going to move down. Back to that D minor 3rd. And then I'm just playing the open strings with it afterwards. So fill 1. Fill 2. Fill 3 is the same as fill 1. And then at the very end here, the 4th pattern, I'm just going to go to this D note. I'm going to reference this G note. So I'm going to bend slightly that D note, hit the G note, do a little bend and release on that D note to the open C note. So 2nd fret of the 3rd string, little bend, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, little bend on the 2nd fret of string 3 to the open C or the open 3rd string, and then do the D and the G together with a little bend on that D note. And then I'm going to do some double stops here by playing an A minor 3rd. So I'm going to go 5th fret of string 2, 3rd fret of string 1. So I'm going to do a down, up, rest, up. And then I'm going to finish it off with a G chord, which is 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 1st string. And when I finish this off, I'm really just kind of hitting the 3rd fret of string 2 and string 1, and then hitting 2nd fret of string 3 and the 3rd fret of string 2. So I'm just kind of fluctuating back between those two, but I'm playing it with a bar. So when I come off this, right? So I'm going down, up, mute, up, and then up, down. So it kind of make it speak for itself. And that's the fill right there. All right. So we're at 10 minutes. This is kind of a long lesson, but I covered both parts in this. The song's about 84 beats per minute. The speaker just died. But play along. 84 is not that fast, but if you need to slow it down, pop on your drum beats metronome and slow it down. So play us out one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. These two ever want to speak to each other. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Right, got a little tripped up there at the end. Right in that part. I can throw a little bit of a slide in there as well too, so I can do a slide instead of a bend. But it's one of those bluesy slides where it just alludes to it being bent up to this G note. I think it sounds cooler with the bend. Otherwise, if you want to slide it, I'm going to slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string. Something you can try out at home too. Again, the song isn't written on ukulele, so this is just me comping it. So I hope you have fun with this. If you do, make some requests for some more songs to be played on the ukulele. All right, we'll see you next time.